Hi, I'm Lynette, and today we're going to take a look at Flipster. It's our magazine database available 24/7 on our online platform. It's also available as an app. So if you're going online, you would go to volusialibrary.org, Digital Library, Research Databases, Databases A to Z, give it a click, and from here there's two options to get to Flipster. Select the subject and click the drop-down menu. Go to newspapers and magazines, and if you scroll down just a little, it's right off the edge of the screen, as you can see there's Flipster. Another way to get there, and quite simpler, is just to click the letter F. And as you can see, it populates in the middle of the screen. So we're going to go into this database, and it'll take just a slight moment. As you can see, right here in the center of the screen, it gives the latest issues, and you can view all or use the right arrow and simply scroll through until you see the title you're looking for. So these are the latest issues loaded online. You can also look at all magazines and do the same thing. View all or use the right arrow and scroll through. Just as a note, it is not in alphabetical order, but you can always do a search such as at the top of the page and type in the title of the magazine you're looking for. That's the basic search. You can also do an advanced search, a Boolean search of and or not, adding search terms together, or you can use not to exclude search terms. Another way to do a search history is just that. You might have done a search prior and you want to go back and refine it, tweak it to fit your needs, and you can modify it that way. But we're going to go back to the basic search because there's one other feature I want to show you before we dive into our magazines, and that is that there is categories. The magazines are listed by categories: automotive, bridal, consumer, entertainment, fitness, cooking, hobbies, literature, news and politics, sports. We'll take a brief look at the teen one, just in case you might have teens. There's 3, J14, Glitter Magazine, Tiger Beat. We're not going to go inside of those because we're going to take our focus back to those categories, and we're going to go to family and kids. And there are 3 issues here. There is Storytime Magazine, National Geographic Kids, and Parent Magazine. So let's first dive into National Geographic Kids. Maybe you have a child that is interested in science, or maybe they're interested in nature. And so as you can see, it loaded, and over here to the right, you can use your arrow to kind of flip through the magazine going forward a page, or you can flip through the magazine going backward a page. The links are active or live. So let's say at the table of contents, I want to find out about 10 cool inventions. I click it, it takes me straight to that page, and there it is right in front of us. Another way to do peruse a magazine or go through a magazine is to go to pages, and it will lump those pages 2 by 2. Let's scroll down, and maybe I want to look at the one on frogs. Maybe you have a child that is interested in frogs, and this happens to be on red-eye tree frogs, and it gives you some interesting facts about them. Let's go back to our basic family and kids search, and let's go into Parents Magazine. And it will load. There we go, and it has an article straight on the front cover that looks interesting. The best toys and books of the year. So let's click that link and see what it brings up. It brings you 45 toys that wow. So maybe you might want to scroll through it. It does have a zoom in and zoom out feature. So if you click the plus button, it zooms in and you can get a better view of the page, or you can click the minus button and it zooms you out. Now, you can also do a search here, just like you can do the basic or a Boolean search. I'm going to try child development. And this might take a moment. And I'm not going to try this just in this issue. I'm going to try this in all the issues of Parent Magazine. Okay, and it looks like it is populated for us. Like I said, with those search terms, it sometimes might take a moment. But there's an article that says ages and stages So let's click that and see what it has. So as you can see, it breaks it down 0 to 2, making the most of music, and ages 3 to 4, teaching your child 911 and other little topics and tips for parents of growing children. So we're going to go back to a family and kids search and leave Parent Magazine and go to Storytime, our last magazine we're diving into really quickly. Storytime is a magazine for that voracious reader who has kind of exhausted stories checked out from the library, or maybe they're looking for an original, a new story they've never heard before. You can try Storytime. And as you can see here, you can do the pages, and maybe it's on William Tell. Maybe you want to read that story, or maybe if they're old enough, they want to read it themselves. So you page through, or they page through, till you complete the story. The fun thing about Storytime is at the end of all those issues loaded online, you will find that there are activities at the end of those issues. It could be mazes, it could be word searches, it could be crafts, it could be painting, it could be games, or a picture find. But that's available to you through Storytime. This is just a brief overview of some of the magazines you can find on Flipster. Just remember, Flipster can save you money, give you the issue you desire quicker, and you can utilize it for your wants and your needs. It's fast, as simple as free for Volusia County Library card holders. You can flip through your favorite magazine at any location. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.